Hey, dear Steve and Fari. I am here in Israel on the beach in Ashkelon, which is a south city across the Mediterranean Sea. As you can see behind me, the sun is about to set in about 20 minutes or so on the Saturday, the day of the birthday of my mom, 24th of June. And for the last 4 days since I've arrived, you have been in my thoughts, in my spirit, in my being, in my heart. Steve, thank you so much for introducing Fari and myself, and it was quite remarkable to experience how reading the book of Being has influenced the way I am being with my family, the way I am present with their love, with their being, and with myself. Coming home to Israel this time has been very, very different to any other times that I've come before. It really feels like coming home to my source from a place of wholeness, and meeting you and Fari just in the right time has been a pivotal moment of that. When I shared with you about my experience and inner impression of reading the chapter about love you introduced between Fari and myself, and you sent me also a gift about conquering fear. Those two gifts have been present with me for the last month. And yes, I have shared about the love that I've encountered with Dennis at the time, which I still feel love in my heart, but the journey of a live love is now present. But what is the most important from this journey is that I loved beyond any fear, and I loved from inside myself, because I loved myself and I was present in myself. And whatever the other side has chosen to do or not to do, it almost doesn't matter, because the love is within me. And in one of the book readings on the weekends, you were talking about you not having the fear to die and not having the fear to love. And it really touched me, because I asked myself, who am I being with my love? Am I conditional? Am I transactional? What is there boundaries, and what is beyond? And I connected with Fari, and she recorded a message that made me like, damn it. She saw something that I didn't see at the time, and she said several things about the connection with Dennis, but also about the connection with my father. And at that time I was not ready to listen to it, and I let it rest, and I've continued my flow. And less than a week ago, what she perceived, what her intuition was telling her about my relationship came true, and my intuition told me, call Fari on that moment. And that was a very pivotal moment, I guess, because on that moment I was experiencing pain and I was overwhelmed, and it was like as if she smashed me back into my core. The love came back into my gravity, into my inner gravity, and I realized that the pain I was experiencing at that given moment has nothing to do with me, because I came so open and pure. And it's so funny, I had a call with my dad, and Fari kept on telling me, you have to acknowledge your dad for who you are, because who you are is what he is. And I could do so after reading the book about conquering fears by Nadine J. Lerner, because I realized that in order for me to fully love, I have to conquer all the fears that have conditioned love for me. And myself and my dad had quite of a strenuous relationships, but I called him because I wanted to tell him that I love him, and that who he is, the successful professor with 9 patents on his name and worked with NASA, and you know, his charisma and resilience is in me as well. And that I love the father that he is, because the father that he is also the person that is within me. And it's just been such a blessing to have Fari crossing path in my life, with her special, unique Taekwondo style. I was like, I had to really digest her vibrations, and then when I was able to see beyond the veil, what is the source, everything was so pure, and that's the truth. You can't mess with the truth. So with that, I just want to thank you for crossing my path and sharing your light with me. And with this message, I want to share my light with you. I'm about to meet my cousin. She came from Ithaca, from New York. They're about to go for 1 year of exchange in one of the universities in Melbourne. So I haven't seen her in many years, and her family. So I wish you a beautiful weekend ahead and week ahead. I look forward to continuing crossing the path. So much love. Ciao.